The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. And injustice. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear gaming monitor.
All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the WD Black, the Esports Club Rainbow Six Siege League, powered by LG Ultragear in association with TEC, Fibernet, Zotac Gaming, and Games the Shop. I'm your host, Foxshot, and today we'll be witnessing the match of Demon's Force facing off against Kira Esports on the map, on the lovely map, in fact, of Coastline, a very colorful map for that matter. I personally love playing on that map, at least when it comes down to, just casual matchmaking or even just having fun with my friends. Let's see how this match will turn out for Demon's Force and Kira Esports, as the match in hand right now is definitely going to change the tides that is in the leaderboard rankings. Kira Esports right now, they sit on the 7th position, while 6th position, excuse me, while Demon's Force themselves have got a very comfortable spot on the second one. We know for a fact that the top 5 teams in the Division 1 will stay back. They'll also have a share of a really good share in the prize money, while the bottom 3 teams will get relegated back to Division 2. That is something that they're going to have to be careful about, because you don't want yourself to get relegated back. It's something that you just got to keep going. Let's see on how things turn out eventually, though. We've got everybody, almost everybody in the lobby, as we'll be waiting on some last connections coming in from the side of Kira Esports. Meanwhile, I just want to know how is everybody doing back home right now? How is everybody in the chat feeling? Just some just friendly banter that I want to have with you, because I don't have Blackjack today to do that with me. So, you know, yeah, I know that gets a little lonely sometimes. It does though. But let us see if you maybe, since I'll be reading the chat, maybe you guys can cheer me up with something that you can share on your hand on how you are enjoying this season, on how you're looking forward to the new season, and for that matter, on how many of us are in fact waiting for the APAC reveal coming soon for the region that is. But meanwhile, while you get busy making sure you're getting your hands and fingers typing in the chat easily, so meanwhile, let's just come back to the rosters here that both these teams present for themselves. Demon's Force, they've got Tsukushima Goat that is sent by Poindex, Sniper One Candy, Notorious, and Snow. They lost the last match against Level Zero Esports. We did see in the last stream that was on Clubhouse, they lost that match by 7-4, and just not something that I was expecting Demon's Force to put up after having such a nice run on a map like Clubhouse. And more than that, that team has been amazing. Demon's Force so far, like I said, I've said this time and again, they sit on the second rank. That means they've been amazing. But looks like they just could not win against Level Zero Esports. We did even manage to see an interrogation coming in from Mighty Ali. That was a really nice one, and that even won them that round. In fact, just something we all love to see and enjoy. We'll be seeing. We're still waiting on Kira Esports to join the lobby, and we're just chilling out right now. So Kira Esports, any moment now, they've got to join the lobby. Not sure. But meanwhile, let's take a quick look at their rosters. Rattler, Kajit, Deathstroke, all right, that name always gets me. Atharv, and I think the last one's supposed to be Death Amar. So usually he's the one who joins a little late in the lobby. Sure, he's just having some internet connection issues, that is. We'll be up and running in the game very soon. There we go. I think we've got ourselves the connection coming in from the side of Kira Esports as well. And they have typed in ready. And let's not waste any more time and get right into this match. That is Coastline. Demon's Force facing off Kira Esports in this finale day for Division 1 right here at the WD Black Esports Club Rainbow Six Siege League. The bans are a go. Kira Esports, they'll be the first ones to ban. They'll be starting off on defense, that is. Let us see on which operator gets banned first. All right. Coming in is going to be Habana. Okay, that is one operator that we don't really see an emphasis in terms of how Coastline fares, but there's only essentially two sides. But then again, two sides is so much, as we know for a fact that on a map like Coastline, there's essentially three sides that you can pretty much defend on, or more than that, any map for that matter on Rainbow Six Siege. Hibana does get taken away. Not a map, once again, not a map where you have a lot of hard breach potential. There's only the pink vodka bar that you can get from the hookah defense. There's the VIP hallway that you can get for yourself. But then again, that can be done with the proximity breach as well. But Demon's Force are going to come down with another targeted ban. That is Buck. Looks like both these teams have done enough. All right, they've done enough homework for each other. Let us see on how the third ban is going to fare. Hibana and Buck, a little too targeted for my liking, if you'd ask me. Demon's Force and Kira Esports, they've come prepared. I've got to say that. The homework has been done. We know for a fact that Kira Esports bring out Death Amar. He's been amazing with the Buck, and Atharv also happens to run that operator sometimes. Let's see what the second defense ban is going to be. The first defense ban, excuse me, as the Mira. Mira gets taken away. That gives a whole lot more room for Demon's Force to work around, because then you don't have strategies employing a black mirror, excuse me, and that is just going to make things all the while more difficult for the defenders to maybe employ the strategies. I'm not sure what Kira has come prepared for, obviously, but it only stands to see on how amazing this match will go. The last ban coming up is going to be, there we go, the Echo is going to get banned. All right. 4 bans out of the way here. Hibana, Buck, Mira, and Echo. 2 of them targeted, 2 of them just leveling out the meta here. Let us see on how things turn out. There we go. All right, let's take a quick look at the rosters once again. Tsukushima, Goat, Poindex, Sniper One Candy, Notorious, and Snow are coming out on the side of Demon's Force, while Rattler, Kajit, Deathstroke, Atharv, and Death Hammer will be on the side of Kira Esports. We did have this rundown before the match started, I know, guys, but it's just something I have to do to stall while the players are into the lobby, because you cannot start a match 4v5, right? So yep, that is pretty much it. Blue Bar and Sunrise is where we'll be starting off from. Looks like Kira Esports wants to start off on their front foot here, bringing the fight towards Demus first with with the side rather. I wouldn't really recommend starting off in the first place, but then again, the meta, the way it's been changing so far, it does favor this side. No Goyo being employed on this side. That means the shield from the smoke is going to be something. Alright, never mind. Smoke is not bringing in a shield, so that means Rattler is supposed to have a shield. There we go. A shield is definitely in play because on a side like Sunrise and Blue Bar is just something that it's got emphasis in terms of how a shield is used, in terms of how the hold can be. And Deathstroke will be running the Legion. He's got himself some nice bullet holes and a melee hole. And a prone bullet hole as well. Alright, so just some setup being done from the man here. Bullet holes have definitely been the meta in the recent Rainbow Six Siege competitive play, if you'd ask me. And look at this, so much of destruction being done at every single place, in fact. And the one onto the side of Freezer or the White Hall, then we'll be having one done on the side of the pink bar, that is the vodka bar. Let us see if Demus Force read right into this, or will they be going for a vertical heavy push, or will that be a horizontal push? We'll find that out in just a moment. Deathstroke already facing the heat right now with the Twitch drone coming in. He's going to spot that and take it out as well. Deathstroke moves out, does hear the melee coming in from that kitchen window. It's any time now that Walton should be into play. Deathstroke still very patient about what he's trying to do right now. There's not essentially much emphasis, but the Blackbeard is already pushed in. The Alibi does find one. That's Tsukushima Goat out of the way. They still got cut through the Blackbeard. Sniper 1 Candy knows exactly where the Alibi is playing right now. Meanwhile, Rattler is going to get a frag onto Point X. He's got to watch the server entrance, but he doesn't know that the Alibi is very patient and still waiting for that ping coming in from the Blackbeard. He does get an Alibi runoff, in fact. Meanwhile, Athar is facing a lot of heat. Sniper 1 Candy finally gets Rattler, but Amor is here to refrag onto him. Yes, he will. It's a 2 versus 2 right now. And Notorious is inside kitchen, and so is Snow. It's become a horizontal push more up for Demus Force right now. They did lose 3 men, but so did Kira Esports. Athar knows exactly where that push is coming in. He lags out for a bit, but the smoke babes are into play. SMG-11 pre-fire and the maneuver back onto as the shield comes in. Deathhammer will be playing on the soft wall, but get wall banged any moment now if the drone work is in play from the side of Demus Force. And let us see on how that works out for them. Arthur still holding this down. Deathhammer, like I said, the pre-fire is coming in and is definitely making play off his balance right now. Pushes in onto the hallway. I don't think this play will get noticed by Demus Force. If they do, it's only going to come down from Snow. Deathhammer still very, very patient. Does notice the Zotac. He gets the kill. A very nice one. That's a triple kill for Deathhammer so far. And the Alibi is doing a lot of heavy lifting right now. Oh, the smoke gets spotted out. He gets that frag eventually. He turns around for a moment, but eventually Snow is here to get that frag onto him. Deathhammer maneuvering himself back, and he gets the frag. Kira Esports walk away with a quad kill, starting off from this man who did make us wait for the lobby to start, but he is definitely here to end things for Demus Force. And what an explosive start for Kira Esports coming in onto round 1 on a map like Coastline, where frag potential is all the while so much from both these teams. A really good round coming in from them. Let us see on how they perform on round 2. Alright, coming into round 2 here, Khajiit is going to have to 6-pick from the Legion onto the castle right now. And let us see if... looks like Kira Esports bringing out their strategies alive. And we know for a fact that Kira Esports happens to be a team that has an amazing roster, very, very talented players for that matter. And alright, the isolation onto the Sunrise comes in. So that means Khajiit is going to be employing that castle barricade all towards the top floor maybe. That is something we'll get to see. Meanwhile, Deathstroke is... Oh, that's a very open cam, in fact. It could get taken away from the service entrance as well. There we go. I stand corrected, as Khajiit will be employing the castle barricades on the top. The white window does get barricaded off, and so will the luggage area.
5 seconds to insertion.
An impact trick comes in. Oh, never mind, not a trick, but just a rotation onto the white hallway. Deathhammer He's coming in with his ADSs to place them down any moment. Now Rattler brings out the shield as well alive for himself. Some magnets go out. That is by Rattler, in fact. And let us see on how things turn out here. Tsukushima got running the IQ once again. He did get taken away in the beginning of the round. Let us see on how things will turn out in just a moment. No early frags being dropped from either of these teams right now. This is just essentially just intel gathering moment right now for both of them. Let's take a quick look at the roam that we're getting to see from Kira Esports. 2 people on the top. Well, we still got 3 downstairs. Kajit picking a fight any moment now, and Tsukushima Goat is going to be the victor of that as he catches the head of the castle a little off guard, but definitely that pre-fire did connect for him in the best ways possible for that man. Notorious making sure he's making his presence being felt, but looks like Deathstroke will be taking a lot of damage. Snow meanwhile is going to get a frag onto Rattler. That is your Vamai of the board. Smoke on the side, and Jaeger is going to be offside. Smoke has got to make these plays happen, but not a fight that you want to pick with the SMG-11 against the shield operator. That is the rifle shield, obviously, the Blackbeard. Deathhammer meanwhile is going to get point X. That's your Jackal of the board, but the push has already happened on the side. Athar is going to go down as well. It's all down to Deathhammer right now, who's going to be offside. He's got to work this on a post-plan situation. He does spot one. Does he spot the second? No, he won't. Looks like the diffuser has been recovered, and they're trying to maneuver this plant back onto service entrance. Deathhammer doesn't have a line of sight on towards the attackers making their way inside. He did have an influential run for him last time, and he's going to have to get himself another 4K to secure this victory as well. It looks like far from happening. The Blackbeard does spot him, but the pre-fires come in from the Jaeger as well. Trying to maneuver as much as he can, but there's some pre-fires being landed and none of them being connected so far. Very low on HP, and the Zofia is going to do quick work with him. And that is it. You're going to get Notorious, take him out, and that'll be it from the side of Demon's Force. Answering back with the first round that Kira Esports took away from them, as we know on how attacker favored a map like this can be. A 1-2-1 equalizer as we proceed to round 3.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can. Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
Alright, we'll be up and running on to round 3 here. And once again, we'll be seeing them head on to the top floor this time around. That is the hookah. Legion bringing out his impact nades and the intel that he provides with his goo mines. Looks like the hatch will be reinforced on the side of Aquarium, and the Wamai, a perfect operator to play in a place like this. He's got himself the Rhino, not the other pistol equipped. That is the GSG9 standard deployment for the operators in this game. Athar is bringing out the smoke, and looks like Athar was not really having a great time with the lag that he's facing. We did see him. Oh, it's apparently it might just not be his ping, but definitely not the Athar I have seen play earlier. Not somebody who plays smoke, at least. At least that is something. Sniper 1 Candy still holding down with the Blackbeard play that he's trying to bring out on board, and looks like Coastline has been that one map where Demon's Force just likes to bring Blackbeard on. They haven't really. Oh, alright, Blackbeard already starting things off. Our third is going to get taken away. That's just smoke off the board very early into the round. There's somebody playing on the back of the counter, and he does get spotted out eventually. Deathhammer will pop out, and he is going to pop off, in fact. Tsukushima Goat gets taken away with that really small and a heavy pixel peak coming in from the Jaeger. A 4 versus 4 established with the equalizer coming in on the man count. Snow is going to be downstairs. He has some lines of sight established, but that is from the defenders. and not much soft reach, or rather not something that he can do as the vertical play for himself, but he's just going to crouch walk his way and try and find the Jaeger and waiting for him to do any mistakes possible. Snow does spot him out, but the shots will not connect. Death Thumber is going to have a safe passage back to side. Billiards room, that is Notorious, is going to be inside VIP, places down his Claymore on the drone hole. Anybody getting a little too aggressive on the side of the Oasis will get caught out. Oh, but the Womai doesn't get noticed by the Jackal either, and Rattler is going to pop in and take down Poindexter. It's a 3 versus 4 right now. Sniper 1 Candy knows exactly where that Womai is playing, but here's the deal. The moment Sniper 1 Candy white peaks the Womai, the Jaeger is here to chime in and happily collect that kill for him. Womai's magnets are catching off the push coming in from the Blackbeard right now. The rifle shield in his pocket, but the Jaeger does get spotted out. He doesn't win that fight. All right, Death Thumber, what are you doing? He cuts right through the shield and towards the head of Sniper 1 Candy. It's all down to Notorious and Snow to make plays happen. Notorious inside the VIP hallway. He's got a really bad cover, in fact. Only a little bit. Oh, all right. The Twitch drone does come in, but he's going to go on the drone and get back off of it. Notorious gets a frag, but the Twitch gets taken away. It's all on to Notorious in a 1 versus 3. Legion is very low on HP. He might even be down at this point, but no, he's not going to be, as Kira Esports pick up that kill off of the 1 HP remaining on the Legion. Deathstroke shining in for his team and shining in as well. In fact, really well played by Deathstroke here, and Kira Esports get themselves another round on board. That is 2-1. I know for a fact that this is the early game, so we cannot really be saying on whom this match is favoring right now, but definitely Kira Esports are bringing in some good gunplay, and more than that, they are shutting Demon's Force down just before they can establish enough map control for them. Looks like Demon's Force just not having a good day. They did lose a match before against Level 0 Esports as well. 7-4 was the score on Clubhouse. Let us see on how Coastline will fare for them.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Down my plus one.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds remaining. Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Alright, we'll be seeing Kira Esports come back to the blue bar and Sunrise defense, and a very interesting shield position coming out from them. And alright, not sure what they're thinking, but I'm interested. You have my attention, Kira Esports. Something is definitely up on the way they are manning up to play against Demon's Force right now. As I'll just throw in this piece of information for our viewers right now. Is when I was inviting Kira Esports on towards the match is beginning. Come on, guys, join up. They were sitting in a custom lobby. That means some homework. Oh boy, Kajid. That is not what you do. Not peek a Blackbeard on such a short angle. Blackbeard will definitely punish him. And alright, so coming back to what I was saying. Kira Esports, definitely. Never mind. They're getting picked off one by one by Demon's Force here. And possible play from Death Thumber is something that Kira Esports are going to have to rely on once again. Death Thumber making his way in. He doesn't know there's somebody into bathroom, and the hollow sight is what is capping him of that information. He's going to move a little bit more into the line of sight, and he'll get taken away. And yes, he will. Zofia gets that kill onto the alibi. It's a 2 versus 4 right now. 5 right now, in fact, in the favor of Demon's Force. And looks like Demon's Force have definitely got themselves a read in to what Kira Esports were trying to do. A long peek comes in, and he's going to get that frag. Athar is going to convert onto that kill. But it's all down to Athar on the smoke. Comes in, gets the second frag as well. But that's a little bit too much of a spray. But Tsukishima Goat is here on the hallway from the courtyard to get that frag. Alright, from the blue bar, in fact. Get that frag onto Athar. And that'll be it for the smoke, and that'll be it for Kira Esports as of now. That was the equalizer once again coming in, and such a to and fro game going on between both these teams. 2-2 is going to be the scoreline, and we did not even get to see the half point of the match reason that, mind you. Kira Esports dropping down way too early in this match, and round 5 is where we'll be proceeding to 2 rounds away from the role swap, mind you.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Time for double trouble.
10 seconds remaining. Attackers have discovered the location of the bomb. 5 seconds left before insertion.
Alright, that out of the way. Round 5 will be up and running. And once again, the site is going to be the Sunrise and Blue Bar. Kira Esports falling a little too early, like I said in the last round. Maybe this time around they've got themselves, they've got their strategies a little more emphasized against each other or within each other for that matter. Make sure that that works in perfect cohesion. But the pre-fires are something that is not stopping from the side of Demon's Force here. There's just so much that we're getting to see. Jaeger is going to have to move back. Well, let us see if he finds somebody else. Just a prone peek coming in from him, and that melee hole rather is being opened by him. Rattler still playing in the kitchen doorway. He's got to make sure nobody comes in, but the service entrance push is imminent from the side of Demon's Force. Deathhammer goes on for the long luggage peek. In fact, not something that he'll be spotting right now, but Khajiit definitely knows this, the emphasis being put on the offices right now. Sniper One Candy comes in, and that is the Blackbeard. He's still waiting on that push coming in from the side of the servers. So any moment now, it's got to happen. Rattler making his way back is just random pre-fires, if not something to scare off the attackers as of now. But Tsukushima Goat will be picking a fight with Khajiit any moment now. Khajiit, this time, he knows exactly what not to peek. He's going to give him a quick peek and fall back with his life not taken away from him. And that is going to give all the while more room for Kira Esports to work with. Rattler holding down the Harry Potter, that is Harry Potter spot, in fact. Deathstroke has got himself a really nice angle in a crossfire established with armor. Look at this. It's amazing. In fact, it's perfect, but it's a little too isolated for my liking. If anybody, for that matter, falls down, and they will fall like flies, and Pointex takes down Rattler. That's the push coming in from the Ash on the blue bar. Alright, Sniper One Candy is going to get another. So Tsukushima is still waiting for that possible peek coming in from the side of White Stairs. Snow gets that vertical game in fact, Khajiit is here to get that kill onto Snow. Deathhammer is going to fall off onto Courtyard as well. Babes in position, as a turf says, because Pointex has already made his way inside side. He's sitting right beside the smoke right now on the counter. Any moment now he could pick that gunfight, but Deathhammer is here to chime in. He gets a frag. Does he get another? Tsukushima Goat not knowing where he is, but the flick comes in from him as well. It's all down to Khajiit now, who'll be playing offside. Tsukushima Goat on a 1v1 with Khajiit, but Khajiit does spot somebody else. He takes down the Ash. It's a 1 versus 2. Tsukushima knows exactly where Khajiit is playing right now. He's going to be solo on HP, and so is Notorious. Khajiit is still got to make plays happen right now on 1 versus 2 clutch, but it won't happen. The Zofia is here to shut him down, and Notorious with the headshot on the Jaeger is finally going to secure an advancement, or rather a round in difference for Demon's Force in this matchup. Let us see if Kira Esports bring in that equalizer, possibly going to another side that they want to defend on, and not something that they've lost twice in a row.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Alright, round 6 will be up and running, as we'll be seeing them go onto the hookah defense. This did work out for them perfectly well. They had a rather very huge man advantage left towards the end of the round as well. It does essentially have to come out to Kira. Alright, so here's my 2 cents on this. Kira Esports, they've got themselves really well structured right now. They know exactly what they're doing. They've come prepared for this match, on this map for that matter, against a team like Demon's Force. But here's something that is not helping them. The extensive roam, in terms of how they're getting picked off one by one in sight, or rather even in the roam play, is just something that Demon's Force has been quick to read into. And for the rounds that did work out for Demon's Force, it worked out for them perfectly, while Kira Sports is still making it out of there with, it's a little bit of a hassle. Well, let us see on how that works out in the long term, because right now I do not see a rotation made on the hookah stairs. Very interesting. The deployable cam comes in instead from the Legion, and Kajit and Athar, there's 2 shotgun operators. I have no idea why the rotation has not come into play. Rattler, once again, he's got himself a hatch reinforced, and that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, while Kira Esports chose to ban the Hibana. This is to give them all the while more room to make this one particular strat work, or maybe even something that we failed to notice when they went on towards Kitchen, or maybe Sunrise, and the other sides, that is. So Hibana can be the only operator that can make this breach happen, obviously not with the new season coming in. So Ace can chime in moments like these, but let us see on how far that takes Kira Esports right now. Snow gets a first flag. Oh, wait a minute. The frags are going away, and so is the plant. Snow has already made his way into the side. Point X gets another. It's a 5 vs 3 all of a sudden. Rattler is 2 employed on the side of Aquarium, while the plant has gone down on hookah, and that is it. A flawless round comes in from Demon's Force as they read into exactly what Kira Esports are doing. Just not allowing them to make their way out of this. Finally, Demon's Force get themselves a rather marginal difference in terms of the score before the round swap or the side swap has happened. Round 7 is what will be proceeding to in the favor of Demon's Force. 4-2 is going to be the scoreline, as Kira Esports are a little too methodical against a team that loves to bring firefights. And I was almost about to say loves to bring Firefly, and I just realized Monkas is not playing. So, yep, you can count that as a burn. Yeah. Anyways, jokes apart, a really good round coming in from the side of Demon's Force here. The Mossy does get 6 picked onto the Legion, while the Nova is going to be brought onto the table. Not the Thatcher. I can only understand, not really an operator. You want to be employing the Thatcher on a site like this, on a map like this, in fact. And let us see on how that will turn out eventually. Round 7 with the side swap is into play. Kitchen is going to be the first side that we'll be seeing them defend on. Sniper 1 Candy brings out his own shield, and a very personalized one for that matter. Notorious, he's got himself a nice reinforcement. The Vigil being employed by him. Notorious today, he had a really shining moment, if you'd ask me. On the level 0 match, he pulled out a 1 vs 2 clutch in a position I really don't think should have happened. But then again, that is exactly what we all love to watch. Some tier 1 gameplay is something that nobody expects, but still happens.
5 seconds to insertion.
Let's take a quick look at the operator roles coming in from both these teams. The GSG9 brothers being employed on the defense. The Smoke is here. We've got the Vigil and the Legion as well. The Snow will be running the Legion. He's been amazing so far, with a little bit of a passive-aggressive roam that he's been exhibiting for himself. Rattler is going to be running the Ash Kajit on the Nomad, the Sledge and the Zotac for a little bit of a soft breach, and Athar making sure that all the utility is being spotted out with the IQ. Athar running the Commando and not the LMG on the IQ is something that Athar, you come on, man, you've got to have a conversation after this. It's not a move of culture, is what you would ask me, if you'd ask me, that is. Kajit trying to spot out a drone, that is. There's nothing to find here. I think that is... Oh, alright, a bait and switch play coming in from the Bandit here. Only waiting for the soft breach call. I think he's got to blow it now. He might as well get that with the shrapnel update coming in from Ubisoft. Let us see if he finds that kill. A little too late. sent by a little too late. It's not going to find that kill, but meanwhile, the fights are going on. That is Notorious doing a lot of distraction at least, because Snow is here to collect a frag for himself if he wants to. The impact nade has to come out any moment now, but that rotation is still being watched, and that is why he's just going to put that back in his pocket. It comes in eventually, Notorious, or rather Snow, making his way in, and he gets caught out. Like I said, the hallway peek was in play, and Khajiit is going to be the one to convert on it. Oh, excuse me, as I just... Let's get my pace up and running here. Notorious, he's got the Nomad stars to worry about. He's still got one impact, but can he find the kill? He finds the first frag, but doesn't find the second. The white peak comes in from a third and does take down Notorious. It's a 4 versus 3 right now in the favor of Kita Esports. Sniper One Candy playing the smoke on side. He's got to make some plays happen for him. Point X is going to be offside as well. But the vertical play is what is catching them off guard. Deathstroke gets a frag onto Sniper One Candy, and Point X and Tsukushima Goat is all that is left alive for the side of Demon's Force right now. Playing on the Sinks is going to be the Bandit, while his GH9 counterpart is going to make his way on through the hallway. Watching the courtyard door, that is a double door, but meanwhile the plant has got to go down any moment now. They've got themselves a nice site establishment, and the plant has come in. Rattler very close to the Bandit right now. It's gonna come down to winning this gunfight, but the push from the Bandit has not yet happened. The plant is going down. Bandit goes for the white peak. Does find it down. Gets the kill as well. Where is the Jaeger? He's maneuvered back from the kitchen area, or that is rather the bathroom area. Point X comes in. Does they find the frag? Yes, he does, but the refrag play as well. The Zofia is going to win that fight, and Tsukushima Go just... I'm not sure if he's got his DPI settings done right before the match started. Missing so many of his shots only after getting the Ash. That was Rattler, and we will be seeing ourselves play on round 8 here, and looks like request has come in from the side of Demon's Force. That is apparently there has been a cosmetic that is not supposed to be used. Well, let us see on how that will fare, as we'll be proceeding to round 8 in just a moment. Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back. All right, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back in this game here. We did have to go out when the side swap happened, but right now we're back with a little bit of a, wouldn't really say a violation, but gonna have to use that word right now. As some cosmetics are not allowed in competitive play, and that is why we will be seeing another round. That is the round reset coming in. Round 7 is what we'll be proceeding to. Once again, 4-2 is going to be the scoreline. Same ups is just something that both these teams will be employing. And the side is going to be kitchen once again. Let us see how that pans out this time around as we proceed into this matchup here. We'll be seeing some plays being made. Just a moment. There we go. The lobby has loaded into. And for anybody in the chat right now, if you do have difficulties loading into lobby, well, you have so much time waiting in the lobby. Instead, make sure you get yourselves a WD Black SSD. You can find that link in the description and spend less time waiting and more time gaming. That out of the way, we are up and running in this matchup, round 7. Once again, the role swap has happened, but let us see on how things turn out in this match as we go ahead. We'll be dropping a dam. I'm not sure what Death Hammer noticed, but all right. But just some top floor plays coming in. Looks like the emphasis in terms of how they want to roam, that is from the side of Demon's Force, is going to be paramount right now. Notorious playing the Vigil, that is. He's got to make his plays happen. Snow brings out the Legion Mine. Sniper 1 Candy holding down. He's got a really nice angle all the way onto the hatch of the penthouse. Poindex still holding this down. A pre-play C4 comes in for Tsukushima, good, but he's going to be quick to take that back in his pocket. Nothing to convert off as of now, but Poindex does get spotted out on the drone, and the pre-fires from Rattler on the Ash has come into play. Rattler brings out the Ash, still watching this doorway, not exactly sure. He's got himself a nice angle. He doesn't know that the Jaeger has moved away, but the peek from Notorious is into play as well. And look at that. He does draw a lot of attention of the attackers from the Jaeger. But look at that shot coming in. He misses them. What? Jaeger. Khajiit is going to be the one to convert that kill onto the Poindex. A really sad conversion that Poindex just could not make happen. It's going to come down to Snow and Notorious on the roam play. So while the remaining two operators they'll be sitting very peaceful and very stationary on site, nothing that Kira Esports have been doing to shake them off. Oh, the moment Snow looks away, the Rappel game comes in from the Ash. That timing, dude. Boy, oh boy, that this game, dude. I've got to tell you, this game. A possible white peak is coming in, but Notorious once again playing on his very infamous spot, but gets taken away. Deathstroke gets that frag. Death Hammer is going to get slow as well. It's all down to the site operators remaining. Sniper 1 Candy and Tsukushima he's got himself a nice C4 prepped and ready, but let us see if he converts on that kill or not. Tsukushima still waiting on that button coming in from him. What looks like a third. He's going to spot that out. He's going to pull that away. Actually, goes for the nitro. Nothing to connect. Tsukushima uses away the only utility that he had for himself. It's going to come down to the one smoke babe left in the pocket of Sniper 1 Candy. That is the smoke the SAS player. Something they're going to have to make plays happen. Tsukushima knows there's somebody playing in courtyard. But does he spot him? Yes, he does. Free prize coming, but that is also going to give away his position. Smoke making his plays happen. He's got the shield to work with, but the Zofia is something you don't want to be picking a fight on an SMG-11. So Tsukushima made his way onto servers, and anytime now he could be going for this flank. It is going to be very crucial and very influential for their team. An Omar charge does get heard out in the distance, but not something that the bandit can get caught off. I don't think he knows there's somebody playing close to him. Oh, Rattler gets a little too confused, but the diffuser has gone down. It's a 2 versus 4 in a post-plan situation. He's going for the white peak, but he doesn't know there's somebody prone right on his doorway. What? Tsukushima doesn't hear that. It's all down to Sniper 1 Candy in a 1 versus 3. He gets a frag, but no. All right, the shotgun doesn't connect. That Hammer is just better. Gets himself 2 finishing frags for his team as Kira Esports come a little closer to the equalizer in this matchup against Demon's Force. All right, we'll be up and running on round 8 here. So looks like we just had a A little bit of a sound glitch that is. I don't know. It's Yep, let's just get up and running with this. Is just something I had to run a check on. That's why I had to, because short rather quick look see. I've got myself some information, and there we go.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Round rate will be up and running. Kira Esports definitely not letting that cosmetic round reset that was awarded to them by the rules, not letting them shake that off. They're like, all right, it's a round reset, we get a round reset. But here's what we're gonna do, Kira. We're gonna get ourselves that round. It doesn't matter how. Really well played by Kira Esports, getting themselves a really nice round. In fact, puts them all the while more closer to Demas first. But mind you, whoever happens to be the victor of this match and whoever happens to be the on the other side, that is, I don't really like to say loser. I somehow feel that's a little bit disrespecting.
5 seconds left.
But the real question right now is going to be, if you happen to take this match to a rather close standpoint, that means the winner is still not going to have a whole lot
Defender is exposed.
point advantage in the standings table. So that does change so many things up ahead. Well, let us see. Not things fair for them. Snow has got himself. He's actually carefree with the pre-fires coming in from the offices. Gonna go for the white peak. Doesn't even find one. He's just gonna fall back. Athar does get lit up quite a lot. But that is something Athar is gonna have to be careful about. Sledge, I don't think he knows that's a drone, not his friendly drone. Goes for the white peak. He's finally gonna find that kill onto Deathstroke. Snow gets himself a first frag. Commando perfectly being used. But it's a commando versus a commando fight. Athar is gonna get tagged along quite a little bit more. Like I said, the IQ's commando versus the Mozzies. Jaeger trying to bring in some pre-fires for himself. He's gonna scare Khajiit away from that rappel game or the balcony position that he was holding. Rattler doing what a rat does. He's making his way inside kitchen very sneakily. Nobody to find him right now. He's got Death Hammer's drone as well. Possibly gonna catch Snow off guard. But let us see if that is going to be a conversion that he's waiting for. Yes, he will. And a little slow to that onto Snow before he got the better off onto a Thurf. Refrag game is in play, but in the favor of Demon's Force right now. They're very comfortable playing on side. Notorious is the only one playing off side, and that is going to be something that the attackers are going to have to worry about. Deathhammer still waiting for a possible rotate coming in from Notorious here. I'm not sure if he intends to go for it or it's just a bait and switch for the man right now. Oh, there we go. A bait and switch doesn't work. In fact, Deathhammer gets baited, in fact, right into the welcoming arms of the Vigil and the Cabernet. No way you're winning that fight, at least not when the opponent has a fairer, or rather a little bit more of an advantage in that gunfight. Definitely something that Ammar did not have with no drones coming. Rattler gets himself a nice flick onto Tsukushima Goat. What did this guy just do? He deleted the Jaeger of this map. Oh boy, Rattler, chill out, man. Chill out. You still got a 2 versus 3 established. You can still win it. Don't rage out. Not like that. Not on Senpai. It does hear somebody making his way in, but it's Khajiit, his own friend, lighting him up. 20 seconds left, and I'm not sure if the rappel game should come in, but Rattler is going to lose that fight. That's a diffuser dropped. Notorious comes in with the second peak, and he's gonna get that as well. The finisher frag from Notorious from both of these attackers from the side of Kira Esports are gonna get shut down as they get all the while more closer to match point. Round 9 is where we'll be proceeding to. Like I said, Demon's Force stay one round away from taking this to match point, but let us see if Kira Esports has still got that fight in them to not let Demon's Force take that advantage away. Demon's Force very angry with the loss that they had in the last match in the first phase of the stream that we all had today. For us, I've said this before, I know I'm being a little too repetitive, but they did lose against level 0, 7-4. It's just something I want you guys very accustomed with the standings going on in the league right now. And that is something that we've got to look out for as well. You want to know who your potential opponents are, right?
Defenders, protect your bombs from being
But
defused
as
by
of now,
attackers.
Demon's Force, they're very angry with the loss they had for themselves in the morning. And more than that, they do know for a fact that their spot on the top 2 stands in danger, and they're playing exactly like that. They are making sure that they get maximum stuff done on this map today, Coastline. It's a frag heavy map, we know for a fact. And it does essentially come down to crossfires being established by these teams. But let us see on how that is going to work out eventually, as we'll be seeing ourselves make some plays happen.
5 seconds left. Attackers objective is
Looks like a reinforcement is missing, and Notorious is not going to be the one to fill that. Why would you even travel all the way onto that reinforcement wall to see if the prompt comes in for the reinforcement or not, Notorious? Because he really confused me. I thought he's the one who will reinforce that. And I was almost about to say that as well. That Notorious comes in with the reinforcement. But he just went to check if he gets the prompt, and if he doesn't have it. So there are other ways to check for if you have a reinforcement or not, Notorious, but it looks like his head is not going to stay with him, as Deathstroke is going to take that away from him, relieving of his life. Snow still playing very strong on side, but
bomb located by attackers.
wait a minute. The site is blue bar, and we have bodies dropping a little too early from the side of Demon's Force right now, and we see Deathstroke already making his way inside. Always he's going to catch the pulse off guard. He's going to get that frag very easily. A 2 versus 5 already established for their team. Valkyrie watching that push coming in from Kitchen while Poindexter is here to make sure the push comes in. But no, the push from Deathhammer is what is going to claim the life of him, as we see Pulse, the corpse of Pulse rather, right in front of the Valkyrie. So, the down comes in, I think that is, but really nice recoil control from Sneer, in fact. Oh, there we go. Deathhammer gets the final frag and a flawless round coming in from Kira Esports. They get themselves, again, a little closer to that equalizer, but not the equalizer so far. It's been a to and fro, but Demon's Force got themselves a really cemented advantage against these teams, and that against this team, excuse me, that is Kira Esports, when they were starting off on attack. Those were the 2 rounds that made all the difference. 4-2, something that got to look out for. But let us see on how round 10 will fare for these teams.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs. Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
Needles in position. Impact. Giving them a shot. AD's active in this
10 seconds left. 5 seconds left before insertion.
Stay clear of AD's line of fire.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb. Defender exposed.
Loading mag. Reloading. Changing mag.
Reloading.
Reloading. Cover me.
No, alright, my bad. It's just the mic button was muted. We'll be seeing ourselves around to this match at round 10, that is. So just some flashes coming in, and Notorious does manage to get away from that engagement, but let us see on how things will turn out here. Sniper 1 Candy is still only now very strong in the service entrance. That is going to be the side. In fact, Kitchen is going to be the side. For themselves, the top floor control very well established. Not, at least not for the while, not enough C4 plays in fact. While we do see a rather extensive roam coming in, 3 people offside once again for Demon's Force right now. Waiting on a call. Oh, but look at the sniper one candy in a really nice spot. He's going to get that frag onto a third. Does he know there's somebody wrapped on the top? It's only a matter of time till Khajiit spots out. Or rather, that is somebody else. In fact, Deathwoman is going to be the one rappelling. He does spot out the Jaeger and he's going to do quick work off sniper. One can. The 4 versus 4. They've still got to make some plays happen. Tsukishima Goat gets himself a frag. That is Rattler taken on the board. Ash, no one into play. A possible plant is what we are seeing Kira Esports attempt for. And that is exactly what they'll be doing. Where is the third defender is the real question. Deathhammer is going to get Snow. But the Nomad shot is going to catch him off guard. But Tsukishima Goat still, despite that, he's going to get himself a really nice frag. But the runout comes in from the side of Kira Esports. And look at this. All around that started off in the advantage of Kira has suddenly turned in the advantage of Demon's Force. It's all down to the Sledge to make some plays happen in a 1 versus 3 right now. Not something with 30 seconds left and no diffuser in hand is something very difficult to make play happen. The push does get noticed. He's going to get Tsukishima Go. That's a 1 frag of the board. Still got to find Notorious at point X. A peek comes in from Tsukishima. This is something that Demon's Force emphasize so much on. Their gunplay. Oh, that pre-fire does get spotted out by the Sledge, but he's waiting a lot of time for him, and the crossfire is in play as well. And Demon's Force proceed to match point on round 10. What a to and fro of rounds that we'll be having. So finally, the one that we are seeing to take here is Demon's Force. But mind you guys, the match is still not over. This might as well take us all the way to overtime. Only time can tell on how this will turn out. Go back to when you arrowed.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Think of the magnet as your lucky charm. Device magnet ready.
10 seconds remaining.
Test ready.
5 seconds to go.
Throwing magnet.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Loading mag.
All right, we're back here at this game, guys. 6-4, and looks like Demon's Force wants to take this away from Kira Esports. Will be starting off with Snow, taking on the head of Rattler. Rattler playing the Ash here. Right now, definitely something that is going to bite Kira Esports in the back, but only stands to see if they try and make their push happen on towards whatever they're trying to do. Deathhammer trying to watch that window, but nothing to convert as of now. As Athar is still watching this angle. Only is a matter of time till we see him make some plays happen. A possible downstairs hold is what is the priority right now, but looks like Deathstroke is going to pick a fight with Snow any moment now. Yes, he will. Snow very sneaky, in fact. Is going to walk away from here. He actually is going to be taking this gunfight straight up against Sophia, and he wins that. Something that Deathhammer was definitely not expecting. I wouldn't myself.
Attackers drop the diffuser.
Snow still watching that angle. Does he find the third? No, he won't. He's going to tag him up quite a lot. He's still on a little bit of a higher HP while the push from the blue stairs is happening as well. But the peak has come in from the attackers. That is Deathstroke doing so much work today for his team. That is 3 versus 3 being established for the man. But at what cost is the real question. Everybody else on the side of Demon's Force are on side, but Notorious is gonna choose to get a little more notorious. He wants to bring out some
bomb has
naughty
been
plays.
located.
Damn, I didn't want to say that, man. I so want to undo the last 2 seconds of my life. Anyways, we'll be seeing ourselves run this vigil here, that is going to be very notorious, in fact. Oh, Wamai comes in for the white peak. Does he find one? He doesn't find the other. Once again, Deathstroke with a triple kill so far. The sledge just amazing, but here's another defender that is notorious who made his way back on the side. It's all not a Khajiit, who is on another continent, all that for that matter, as he's got himself a long way to go on a 1 versus 2, while everybody, all these 3 operators on the trio have themselves full HP that is taking those gunfights. It's gonna come down to the crossfire being established for Demon's Force, but will they choose to take a 1v1 against him? We have seen Demon's Force pull out stuff like that. Only stands to see. 15 seconds left. Khajiit making his push happen. He's not got the diffuser as well. He's got to go for the frags at this point. Even he knows that. The push is into play. Flashes go out, but they got caught out by Mamai. Nothing he can do. He gets a frag. Does he get the second? No, he won't! So close! Coming to that last frag onto the vigil. Oh boy, nice try, Khajiit. But just not enough against Notorious. And just not enough against Demon's Force. A 7-4 is going to be something that Demon's Force is going to walk away with, keeping themselves alive, and more than that, alive and kicking on the second rank for the finale of Division 1 right now. Just amazing plays from both these teams, but Demon's Force just happens to be on the top of that. A really nice try from Kira Esports, man. Really nice try from Khajiit for that matter, but that was it. That was the entire play. Oh boy, that did come down so close. I almost got off my seat and thought that he might as well clip this. But a really nice try in the end though. But that'll be it from me. That is Foxtrot. As I give you guys a quick rundown on the standings. Quantum G1 on the first position, Demon's Force on the second. And as I lose my notes, 1 second. Sorry guys. Let me just quickly run through and give you guys the live standings, that is. Anyways, that out of the way, we will be seeing ourselves tomorrow once again. That is the finale day for Division 1 right here at the WD Black, the Esports Club for Rainbow Six Siege. Powered by LG Ultragear in association with Fibernet, Zotac Gaming and Games, the shop. I'm very excited. We got some amazing set of matches. We had another match coming up, but sadly, the teams are having some disconnect issues, and there's so many power outrages going on around India. You know, for a fact, the cyclones affected so many players, in fact, of the league. So respecting that, the Level 0 Esports versus Vector Sports match has been shifted to offline. That out of the way, the leaderboards are on the table. Quantum G1 with 15 points. Demon's Force with 12 points. They're going to get themselves the 15th one, I think, with this win. Level 0 Esports stay on the third position. Those are your top 3 contenders, boys, for the finale day 1 of Division 1. I'll be back tomorrow. And yeah, it's going to be only. It's going to be me only. I know you guys miss Blackjack. I myself do, in fact. But let us see if he can join us tomorrow or not. But that'll be it from me, guys. Have a good night. Stay safe. Make sure you're here tomorrow once again for 4 non-stop matches of Rainbow Six Siege on the top tier of the Indian scene. That'll be it from me, Foxtrot. Once again, good night.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on. A 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness, Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. And injustice. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.